My name is Jennifer Compton. I'm a lawyer at Shoemaker, Loop & Kendrick, where I specialize in labor and employment law. I serve as our office's managing partner, and I'm vice chair of our entire firm. I feel like the Bay kind of chose me to get involved. I'm not a political person. I don't usually get involved in a lot of community endeavors, but this one just seemed to be crying out for participation from across the landscape of Sarasota, professionals, non-professionals, old, young, men, women. I really felt a calling to get involved with the Bay. I was one of the founding directors of the Sarasota Bayfront Planning Organization, where I served as secretary of that entity, and then we became the Bay Park Conservancy, and I remain secretary of the Conservancy today. Oftentimes what I do for the Bay are things like our bylaws, make sure that we're complying with the sunshine laws that we elected to comply with, do any of the agreements. Particularly I did the partnership agreement with the city, which was the first of its kind, really codifying the private-public partnership that is the Bay and the city of Sarasota. When I grew up in Sarasota, you went over to the Bay to go to the Van Wezel on a yellow school bus. You went into the purple building, and then you came out and you sat on a curb and had your lunch. That was several years ago that I was in school and of school age going over to the Purple Cow to see a performance. When I was asked to be involved with the Bay and went back out there, I saw a yellow school bus in front of the purple building, and I saw children eating lunch on curbs out in front of the Van Wezel. Given that that had been more than 30 years since my time of doing that, to me it just seems like that's the most important thing for our community, is to give not just our children, but everyone of every age in our community a place to truly go and do something on the Bay, not just eat on a curb. I hope the Bay provides an opportunity for all of the kids in Sarasota to really access, use, touch, and experience the Bay. In my work with another organization in town, Girls Inc., I remember when we started a spring break program for the girls to go kayaking. And that was the first time that many of our girls had been on the water. I think about that, and I think about those girls, and if there was a place like there will be with the Bay, those girls, by the time that they got to Girls Inc., they would have already been on the water and in the water at the Bay. While I know that we're going to get this park built in my lifetime, I truly think that the Bay is meant to be for my son, who's 16, and his children, and the generations beyond. I think it's going to be the type of thing when people are on it 100 years from now, they're not going to be able to picture or even remember or comprehend what it was before it was the Bay. One of the things that's already open at the Bay is the mangrove bayou walkway. And initially, that wasn't a thing. We didn't really know what we were going to do with that section, the overgrown mangroves, and we were talking about all the possibilities, and especially the local foundations and what they really were involved in and what mattered to them. And out of that came the brainchild to go over to the Bransick Foundation and obtain the amazing grant that allowed us to do the entire mangrove walkway, which now is not overgrown mangroves, but a beautiful walkway with trimmed mangroves and beautiful window rooms, and I think really already provides a glimpse of what this Bay is going to be when we're done.